Now we need to remove the teacher. Just click here. There is something wrong. Let's see what's going on. Value can't be null, parameter entity. In the application context .students .remove. See, we are referring to a wrong controller or a wrong entity. Let's see how this works. We are here in the delete and we are saying teacher repository.delete, and inside the teacher repository.delete, what we have, we will go here to our repository, and to make sure everything is correct, so we need to go to the teacher repository. We have the delete here from teacher and from teacher. So here everything is correct. Close it. Now we need to go and check the link. Here teacher ID student delete. So here is the wrong. We are saying that our controller is a student and then delete. We forget to change this. So now here we can say simply teacher. And then I will restart the browser. I will go to teachers and let's remove this breakpoint and have another one here. Continue. So we have one teacher and we need to remove him. We are here and it's one, so just continue. Done. So this is how the process of creating resources, retrieving the data from the database, and also how we can delete a data or resources from the database. And the same we will do for the rooms and for the courses. Let's stop this. Now let's go to the course and index, and I will remove this, and I will take the design from here, copy and paste it here. Now this view should receive a model of type list of courses. So first of all I have to say model. My model will be list of course. That's it. And here I have to change this to be course inside my model, and then this will be also course. Now inside the course, what properties do we have? Course ID, course name. So the first should be a name. The first is name, so the first one also here should be the name, and the second should be the age. There is no age. What else do we have? Course ID, course name, course status, and the teacher ID. For now I will not browse any information, only the course name and the delete button. But here should be course ID. We can remove the course using the course ID. And also here should be course controller. And here there is no age and address. That's it. So only we have the course name and the delete button. And same for the create. We will go to the create course and we will remove this content, and we will take the design from here in order to create a new course, and we will paste it here. So now in order to create a course we need to specify the name. So this will be course name, and let's take it to the ID as well, and here course name. For example, this is just the placeholder for the text box, and here we don't have age, so we will remove this row. We don't have also address, so we can also remove this row. And we have is active, we will keep it, but we will change the ID and the name to be course status and take it to the name. We have the name and we have the status for the course, but also we have another property which is the teacher ID in order to specify the teacher for this course. So now how we can select the teacher for the course when we want to create a new course. In this case, we need to do something extra. This page should receive a list of teachers in order to render the teachers, and we will allow the admin or the user to choose the teacher who will be teaching this new course. So now what we will do, we will create first of all the HTML drop down, like it is select, and then I have to specify its ID. Let's call it teachers, and also I have to specify the name, should be also teacher. This can be an ID, but the name value should be as the model name. And that's it. Select and end. And inside it, what I can do, I can have the options, and the value for the option will be something, and the text will be also something, name, like name. So from here, the user can select the teacher name. I can have also same design. I will take this row and I will paste it here, and inside this row I will just take this and paste it here. But now we need to change the drop down creation to be dynamic. So now we will say that this view will receive a model. This model also will be list of teachers. And from this model, what we will do, we will go here and we will do the same for each teacher in the model. I will create the options, and rather than saying 1, the value, I will say, sorry, here teacher var teacher. In my model here it will be at teacher.teacher ID. Here also there is something wrong. The name is teacher T, so we need to change this also, and we will go to its definition. So now we need to change this to be teacher ID. Let's make sure there is anything wrong else here. No. So we renamed this property to be teacher ID, and we need to go back here, and we need, not here, sorry, we need to go to the course controller, and this is from the course, so it will be teacher ID here. That's it. Let's build our project to make sure that everything is correct. We have teacher does not contain teacher ID. Yeah, because here also we need to change this, and also we can go to this and see here also teacher ID. Now we can go to the package manager console, and we can simply say add migration edit teacher prop, enter. The name edit teacher prop is used by an existing migration. Yes, sorry, not teacher prop, it should be course prop. Enter. Done, and then we have to say update database. Done. So now let's close this migration. Now let's continue here. Teacher in our model, and the value will be teacher ID, and the name here will be at also teacher name. From here the user can select the teacher who's going to teach this new course. And let's make also this teacher. This is just to say that this label is for the control, or to specify this label for which control. It's optional, also you can remove it. So now we need to pass the model list of teachers from the controller to this view. We will go to the course controller, and here in the create, this is the action method which is responsible to render the creation view. So here we should pass list of teachers. How we can do that? We did that before in the teacher controller. Like in the index here, we will take the list of teachers, copy and paste it here in the course. Now we need to define the teacher repository in our controller, same as we did in the teacher controller. We will take this, copy the global variable, and we will paste it here. But here we need to do some changes in our constructor. We need to allow the course controller constructor to accept or to receive a copy of the teacher repository. So we can say simply I teacher repository, and we will name it teacher repository. And inside the constructor, I want to say that the global variable will take the value of this object. That's it. Now let's go to this action method and have breakpoint. So now we have this, and this will receive the values from the model, and we will load if we have 10 teachers, so 10 options we can have in this drop down, and the user can select only one teacher for this course. Here I think we have something in the design we need to change. We said here column 25, and here we should say yes, column 75, in order to keep the design as is. And here we just simply need to close the div tag. So now let's run our project. Now we will go to teachers first to check how many teachers do we have. We don't have teachers yet, so we need to create teachers first, like John 35 and the address, and submit. And let's create another teacher like Sam 44, and let's say again care. We have two teachers. Now we will go to create a new course. Here we are. Let's see the list of teachers. Yes, we have two teachers, and so we will remove this breakpoint and say continue. We have something wrong here. Object reference not set to an instance of object. Why? Because the model is null. We are saying list of teachers. Why the list of teachers is null here? So we'll go to check the course controller. Yeah, we forget to pass our list to the view. So let's stop here, and we will say that we need to pass the list of teachers into the view. Run it again. We will go now to create a new course again, and it should work fine. So now it's working, and this is the course name. We can specify it like mathematics, and we can select like mathematics, and we can select the teacher like John or Sam. Let's take Sam for example, and this course is active. And let's submit and see if the submit will work fine. Yeah, it's working fine. So now we have added the mathematics course, and the mathematics course can be deleted also from here. Let's try to delete the mathematics course. It is not working because there is something wrong in the URL. Let's go and check inside the index. Here we have course and delete. Yes, we always should start with backslash. So this should start it with backslash. And now we will restart the browser. And now we will go again to the courses. We have one course, mathematics, and we need to remove it. Done. Again, we will go and create another course, and we will say again mathematics, and let's make SAM and submit. We have this course, and we will take another course. For example, let's say that we need to add artificial intelligence AI course, and with John, teacher, and submit. That's it. So now we need to do the same for the rooms. In the room, we have the index to return the list of rooms, and we have the create and delete. So what we will do, same as we did, I will now close this and this. I just want to keep the index, one of these indexes, and create, and I will close this. Now, what we did here, we will just take this copy from the index, and we will paste it inside the rooms index page. Room is here, and go to the index and just paste it here. But now this index is for the rooms, so we need to change this information to refer to the room. So in this case, our model for this view should be list of room. So model list of room. That's it. So now in our model, I will say var room inside my model, and this will be here room dot room room and room. And now I need, for example, the room name, and also I need the room not status, only we have the room name, for example. So I will remove these two columns, and then I have to change this to be room ID, and I have to change the controller to be room. So that's it, and I will remove these two TFs. So we have the room name, and we can delete the room. If we have more information, we can of course render this information here. And now we will go to the controller in the room controller here, and we will go to the index page, and we are saying that the index will receive list of rooms. So already we are doing this, and we are sending the list of rooms to the view. So now this should work fine. Now we need to do the same in the create page. In order to create a new room, we will take the design from here as it is, and we will paste it inside our page. But for creating a room, we don't want to have a teachers here, so we can remove this information. The only thing we need the room name and the room status. So we need to change this to be room name, and also this ID, and I can change this to room, and same here, room status, and I can take it here and paste it here. Go back to the controller. Here is our action method. No need to pass any information. So now we need to run our application to see how this works. Let's go now to the rooms. We have no rooms here. We need to create a new room. Let's now create like class A and submit. So a new room has been created, and also I can remove this room from here. Also it has been removed successfully. Close this. So now everything is working fine in the rooms as well.